Respected friends, welcome. We are studying Sri Yoga Vasishtha Maha Ramayana Vedanta Prakarana Shastram Rama Vasishtha Samvada Leelopakhyanam third Utpatthi Prakaranam. Through every of the story, prasanga, every of the slokas, so many sublime things are taught to our intellect for it to become subtler, expanded, for it to be able to understand so many things that happen in the universe. It's a great, great thing studying Yoga Vasishtha Maharamayana, sloka by sloka, topic by topic. Of course, our intellects have to be so vast and so expanded, subtle, and we should have so much of patience in this Kali Yuga to go through sloka by sloka. But if we can endeavor that one, so many of the details will be learnt by us. If we have a qualified guru teacher who can explain to us significances, symbolisms, or the purposes or the lakshyarthas of each of the topic, there's no need to go for any other text. This one text is enough to take us to that mukta sthiti. Welcome for the endeavor of studying this. Please remember, even the speaker also studying this first time and learning along with you. Therefore, as you expect, the great, great explanations, teachings may not happen, but there is a definite joy, contentment that we are going through these words of Vasishtaji, this great essence of entire Jnanam, quintessence of entire Jnana. Presently in the third Utpatti Prakarana, Leela Upakhyana, Leela and Saraswati. Now in that Girigrama in the Brahmana Mandira, almost done. Rama Vasishtha Samvada to Rama's Prashna, Vasishtaji is giving answer. Why Leela did not reveal herself to be the mother of Jeshta Sharma? Answer is because Leela is no more identified with her own upadhis. Not only that, she has realized herself to be the Chidakasha, everything else to be Chidakasha. Then all the Moha Maya born out of the Brahma of taking the Upadhis and Dvaita to be real is not functional in her. Therefore, she will not reveal herself as mother and he is not the son. Then why all the way she went there and blessed is that is the punya phala of janma karma phala of those people as well as Jeshta Sharma that she has to go along with Mother Saraswati and bless them. In fact, that is the meaning of the name of this Sarga. Siddha Darshana Hetu Kathanam is the name of the Sarga number 26. Na? So here, who have the Darshana of the Siddha Purushas? The Jeshta Sharma, etc. And who are the Siddha Purushas? Whose Darshana they got? These two, Saraswati Mata and Leela Mata. And Siddha Darshana Hetu kya hai? That they were in so much devotion, so much in upasana, respect for them. Isn't it? That seen that all of them are missing Brahmana Brahmani itself shows how much bhakti they have for them. Naturally, when they have bhakti, they have to be blessed. That's why, having become Siddha, Leela gone first there only as if she is no more Leela, but for our reference. That Siddha Sthiti achieved, that Yogini, she has reached there and she blessed. Now, from this, what is the understanding? Even we also have our respects, reverences to all our departed ones, elder ones, continuously. Even the Rishi Muni Siddha Purusha, they, wherever they are, cross those distances, come to bless us. Only one class condition is We have to be deserving it. A deservability is our Shuddhata within ourselves, our Pavitrata while we conduct in the world, our Shraddha Bhakti towards those great people expressed through Seva while they are there, and what do you call that? Prayers, etc., if they have gone. Isn't it? In this way, when we do, so you can see that Leela's son is Jyeshta Sharma. Jyeshta Sharma is remembering his mother, and also he is a great qualified person. So then, Leela in the next life has become the Brahmani next life became Leela. She is now with Saraswati Mata's Kripa, did that sadhana, Nirvikalpa Samadhi, entered from the Bhuta, Panchamahabhuta Kruta Deha Tadvyatma Sthiti to Adivahika Deha, even that also she transcended. Now she is in the Chidakasha Sthiti. But that Sankalpa that she has to visit that Nagara was there. Therefore she is there and she blessed. Okay, so this is how every prasanga adds to our intellect higher and higher knowledges, greater and greater happenings that are happening in the subtle worlds as well as possibilities. And yet, all of these are only in Mayika, Kalpita, Jagat only, Samsara only. At the same time, nothing happening in the absolute Brahman. And that Brahman we are. We have to reach to that. See, daily when we are repeatedly bombarding our intellects with this knowledge, little, that chalanam is happening to our intellects to be able to grasp, even though it's very slow, micro. But we are getting an idea, a ray of hope is coming that in this way, one side remaining a Shuddhanta Karana Yukta without the Indriyadi slavery outside. Here, when we are with Ekagrata Shraddha, daily listen to Shastra and also find time to study them, the knowledge will come to us. We are understanding. The more, the deeper, greater, higher knowledge happens, that knowledge, like an arrow, destroys the enemy of the ignorance and ignorance, created illusions there and there. The final jnanam is what? Siddhanta as well as Anubhuti, Sarvam Brahmamayam, and I am that Brahman. In that Brahman, the entire universes come and go like in the ocean, oceanic water, the waves come and go. On the earth, millions of trees come and go. Isn't it? In the same way, in Brahman, so many things are projected and rejected. And all of that attributed to the Maya Shakti, which cannot independently work. It is again Prabhu's presence and Prerana. And all the lokas which Saraswati Mata has shown to Leela, and description is so exhaustive. Further also it will be told, all of that is told in different Puranas, in different contexts. Just like in Krishna Avatara case, when in Yuddha Kshetra, Bhagavan has shown Vishwarupa to Arjuna, that is this only. Bhagavan showed it in that way in his own Rupa. Here, Saraswati Mata is taking Leela into that. In only the way of expression showing is different, but the idea is same. The knowledge is same. In one cosmic being, the entire universes are projected, rejected. That's it. Therefore, everything is divine. If you see one from an angle, everything need not be anything should not be nothing should be valued in another side. सब परमात्मा होने के नाते आदर गौरव सत्कार, सब कल्पना होने के नाते कोई भी वैल्यू करने का जरूरत नहीं. When we understand and live through these both seeming contradictions without getting contradicting, we are matured. That's the meaning of tasmin drushte paravare. Para also we are seeing transcendental Brahman. Our also we are seeing him only playing all this play. And we have no doubt in both of them. That means the intellect has become paripakva enough to understand and accept. The only thing now remains is we ourselves transcending our upadhis realize our oneness with that Brahman. That is why the next text, Mahavakyopadesha Tattvamasi, following after this. स्वामी जी योग वासिष्ठ सुनने का तो क्या करना है, तत्वमसी करना है, ऐसे कम टू द नेक्स्ट क्लास. उसके बाद क्या करना है, दैट आई नीड नॉट टेल. करते करते सो जाओगे ना एनीवे. अच्छा, उसके बाद क्या करना है, गेट अप इन द मॉर्निंग एंड डू व्हाट, कम टू द आवर श्वेताश्वतर उपनिषद क्लास. दिन भर यही करो, मैं क्या दूसरा आई शुड नॉट डू. करो, फंसना चाहते हो तो करो. I'm not stopping you. You want to get lost in the world and samsara, go. No, 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 I want to be liberated. Then come. Isn't it? Interesting. Om, 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 Om Sahana Vavatu. Om Namo Brahmadibhyo. Om Yairime Gurubhi Purvam. Om Shri Rama Rama Rameti. Rame Rame Manorame. Sahasranama Tattuliyam. Ramanama Varanane. Om Brahmanandam Paramasukhadam. Kevalam Jnanamurtim. द्वन्द्वातीतं गगनसदृशं तत्त्वमस्यादिलक्ष्यम् एकं नित्यं विमलमचलं सर्वधी साक्षिभूतं भावातीतं त्रिगुणरहितं सद्गुरुं तं नमामि. परब्रह्मणे श्रुतिमात्रे समस्तब्रह्मभक्तियोग धर्मविद्या आचार्येभ्यो ऋषिभ्यो मुनिभ्यो गुरुभ्यो देवताभ्यो अस्मद्गुरुभ्यो नमः. श्रीरामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे वसिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः. संकल्पः तेषां सर्वेषां कृपानुग्रहेण उपनिषद योग वासिष्ठ महारामायणोक्त ब्रह्मात्मैक्यबोधेनास्मिन् क्षणे एव मोक्ष कैवल्य प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य श्रुति पुराण इतिहास संतवाङ्मयोक्त साध्य साधनानुभव सिद्ध्यर्थं तत्रोक्त ऋषिमुनि गुरुदेवता दर्शनानुग्रहानुभव प्राप्त्यर्थं सनातन धर्मस्य विश्वव्याप्ति विश्व आध्यात्मिक प्रगत्यर्थं धर्म संस्थापकानां नित्य निरंतर दिग्विजयार्थं श्रीराम मंदिरवद शिव कृष्णादि मंदिरादीनां पुनर्वाप्ति तेषु निरंतर शास्त्र अध्ययनादीनां द्वारा भारतवर्षस्य सनातन धर्मस्य बाह्याभ्यंतर शत्रुविघ्न समूल निर्मूलन पूर्वक भारतवर्षे विश्वे च तस्मात् क्षणादारभ्य वैदिक हैंदव संस्कृतेः धर्म मोक्ष पुरुषार्थानां सुसंप्रतिष्ठावाप्त्यर्थं अस्यां कक्षायाम् आगतानां संकल्पित सत्कर्मसु दिग्विजयः तेषां हृदये परब्रह्मादीनां प्रति भक्त्यादीनां द्वारा जन्म साफल्यार्थम् अनेक शास्त्राणाम् अध्ययन साधना प्रयत्न मध्ये श्री वाल्मीकि महर्षि विरचित श्री राम वशिष्ठ संवाद रूप श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण स्मृति प्रकरण मोक्ष शास्त्रस्य पारायणम् अध्ययनं साधना प्रयत्न मोक्षार्थं वयं सर्वे करिष्यामहे. मंगलाचरण श्लोकाः. ओम यतः सर्वाणि भूतानि प्रतिभान्ति स्थितानि च यत्रैवोपशमं यान्ते तस्मै सत्यात्मने नमः. ज्ञाता ज्ञानं तथा ज्ञेयं द्रष्टा दर्शनदृश्यभूः कर्ता हेतुः क्रिया यस्माद् तस्मै ज्ञप्त्यात्मने नमः. स्फुरन्ति शेखरा यस्माद् आनन्दस्याम्बरे वनौ सर्वेषां जीवनं तस्मै ब्रह्मानन्दात्मने नमः. दिवि भूमौ तथाकाशे बहिरन्तश्च मे विभुः यो विभात्यवभासात्मा तस्मै सर्वात्मने नमः. ॐ सत्यं ज्ञानमनन्तमेकमजरं नित्यं विभुं शाश्वतं प्रत्यग्ब्रह्मरसायनं सुगगनं पूर्णं परं पावनं स्वात्मज्योतिरनातिमध्यनिधनं मायाविलासैर्मुहुः विश्वाकारमपास्तमायमभयं वन्दे विशुद्धं पदं. ज्ञानादेवात्मनो मोक्षः न तु कर्मसमाधिभिः अज्ञातोऽसौ स्वसदृश्यं सृजत्येवेति कीर्त्यते तस्मै श्रीगुरवे वसिष्ठमुनये नित्यं नमस्कुर्महे विश्वामित्रमुनिं शरण्यमनघं भूयो नमस्याम्यहं तस्मै वाल्मीकये श्री गुरुतमगुरवे भूरिभावैर्नता स्मः पूर्णानन्दस्वभावः स्वजनहितकृते माययोपात्तकायः कारुण्यादुद्दिदीर्षुर्जनमनवरतं मोहपङ्के निमग्नम् आविश्यान्तर्वसिष्ठं बहिरपि कलयन् शिष्यभावं वितेने यः संवादेन शास्त्रामृतजलधिममुं रामचन्द्रं प्रपद्ये ओम श्री रामचंद्र परब्रह्मणे नमः वसिष्ठादि ऋषिभ्यो नमः श्री योग वासिष्ठ महारामायण स्मृति प्रकरण शास्त्रम तृतीय उत्पत्ति प्रकरणम लीलोपाख्याने सिद्ध दर्शन हेतु कथनं नाम षड्विंशः सर्गः श्री वशिष्ठ उवाच श्रीराम उवाच Rama's prashna we have seen Vasishta's answer 1 2 3 4 5 shlokas. Just we'll browse through that and completely see the sarga today and enter into the next sarga. What is Sri Rama's prashna? Sri Rama uvacha. Ramji asks, Taya Tayasya Leelaya Matra Putrasya Jeshta Sharmanah Kasmat Nadarshanam Dattam Moam Tavat Nirakuru Taya Asya Leelaya Matra Putrasya Jeshta Sharmanah. So Taya Leelaya Asya Matra Jeshta Sharmanah Putrasya Kasmat Na Darshanam Dattam. By the mother Leela to her putra Jeshta Sharma, Katham Darshanam Nadattam. Why she has not given darshan and revealed that I am your mother? Tavat Moham Nirakuru. I have a little question in between. Please answer it and continue. You are guiding me through Leela Upakhyana, O Lord. Rama asking Vasishtaji. Shri Vasishta Uvach. Now, Vasishta's answer is very beautiful, sublime. Uh, the corollary, secondary knowledges from it are so many that can be contemplated and gained. Let us listen to the main meaning and see if we deserve any of those knowledges for us to click and we understand. Basically, it is like this. Sri Vasishta Uvacha. Vasishtaji says, Buddha Prutvyadi Bodhena Yena Pruthyvyadi Sangakaha Tasya Pinda Atmatam Datte. Whoever are having the strong belief in Pruthyadi Panchamahabhutas to be truly existing, be attentive. To them, the Pruthyadi Panchamahabhuta Mishrita, all the Rupanamas, Shariras, which is called here as Pindas, are taken as a reality. Yavad Hetu Falo Yavad Hetu Falaveshaha Tavad Hetu Falodbhavaha. Exactly what we have studied today for half an hour in our Mandukya Upanishad. Same thing here. So if I have the Panchamahabhutas as real concept, acceptance firmly in me, then the Panchamahabhuta Milan say, whatever the Pindatmas, Dehas are there, they are taken by me as real. One side of the picture. The other contrast is what? Vyoma eva anyasya kevalam. The one who has realized the substratum of all of them, the pure Chidakasha, for him everything is nothing but Chidakasha only. Therefore, the Pindatmata, the Stulata, the Dehata is not there. The same thing in Upanishads is said as what? To realize Brahman, these Stula into Sukshma, Sukshma into Karana, we should do the Laya. यच्छेद्वांग मनसि प्राज्ञः तद्यच्छेत् ज्ञानमात्मनि ज्ञान आत्मनि ज्ञानमात्मनि महति नियच्छेत् तद्यच्छेत् शांत आत्मनि. This is one prakriya told. In another prakriya of Taittiriya Upanishad, become sukshma in your understanding and drishti, and see that what is that permeating the entire Annamaya Kosha? Nothing but Pranamaya. Therefore, which is the Atma of whom? Pranamaya is the Atma of the Annamaya. If Pranamaya is the Atma of Annamaya, and if the Pranamaya is fully permeating Annamaya, where is Annamaya? Only in your imagination. Otherwise, there is no Annamaya. What is there is Pranamaya only. That is how Tasmadva Tasmat Anna Rasamayat Anyaha Antaraha Atma Pranamayaha Tenaisha Purnaha Sava Esha Purusha Vida Eva Tasya Purusha Vidatam. Once we come to full grasping of Pranamaya, the Annamaya reality goes away from our intellect. Then we are told, is the Pranamaya itself is ultimate, or is there anything which is within it permeating it? We see within it permeating it is the Manomaya Kosha. Manomaya is the Atma of the Pranamaya. Therefore, from that standpoint, if you see, Mana alone is real, not the Prana. Then Vijnana is real, not Mano. Then Ananda is real, not Vijnana. Then Brahman alone is real, none of these things. See, this way it is taught here, Taittiriya mein. In the other Upanishad, the other way it is said. Same thing is said here in a different way by Brahma Vaashishtha Deva. If you and in Mandukya we saw today, same way, if you believe Pancha Mahabhutas are there to be real, then Pancha Mahabhuta made Stula Shariras, Pindatmas also are there. Then you are that. Then according to that, all other beings are also related to you. Somebody is your son, somebody is your husband, father, all that is possible. Leela transcended that state. That's the main thing which is going to tell toward the end. Now he's developing the topic. First is, if Panchamahabhutas are real, Pindatma is real. Vyoma eva anyasya kevala means the one who has reached to the Mula substratum adhisthana of everything, which is Chidakasha. For him, everything is Chidakasha Rupa only, like the one who has seen the gold in all ornaments. For him, everything is gold only. सबस्ट्रेटम को देख लिया ना, सब सबस्ट्रेटम के दृष्टि से ही दिखता है, वो सत्य भी है. दिस इज वन अंडरस्टैंडिंग which is a sadhana also for us, that we have to reach to the substratum, and that is reality, and that we are, and in that there is no samsara. Then other than that, whatever else is only projected. You can play in that, but don't give reality to it. If you give reality, you are bound in samsara. See that? वेदांता घुमा फिरा के बार बार हमको वही बात पढ़ाता हुआ हमारे बुद्धि को ज्ञान में परिपक्व बना रहा है. See, so many times we listened, still we have not understood, or slowly we are understanding. If we never listen to this Sukshma Tattva Jnana, we will eternally be bound in the samsara only, isn't it? अब बाहर आने का मौका मिला हमको, यूज करो. कंटिन्यू कि असदेवांग सदिव भाति पृथ्व्यादि वेदनात् यथा बालस्य वेतालो na bhati tadavedanat. How beautiful it is. And yesterday that example was so fantastic. So this Prithvyadi Asadeva, but Abhati. After Abhati, you may give it reality as if it is Sat. Then your mind intellect will be conditioned to take it to be real only. Here also, when the concept of Betala is told to the child, then wherever they tell Vaha Betala Bhut Hoga, he will be afraid. Even if somebody is not telling him, but the concept in his mind is made of Betala, never any Shunya Pradesha he goes, any of the Shabda he listens, he relates it to what he was told about Betala, then he gets frightened. है ना, शमशान के चारों तरफ जो पेड़ होते हैं, उस पेड़ों पे शैतान भूत बैठते हैं. Now this type of thing is told. Then one day you have to go through that place. Then really you feel it, यार वहाँ बैठे हुए मेरे लिए वेट कर रहे. and here the example उल्टा करके दिए. जो सीधा वाला एक्सप्लेनेशन हमने देखा अभी, उल्टा एग्जाम्पल क्या है कि if the child is never exposed to the concept of Betala, he will go to Smashana and sit there only. Even if real Betala comes, uncle करके will talk. If is not. Same way, if you and I were not given these concepts of Panchamahabhutas and their existence, would have never felt their presence. So instead of them, we would have seen the Adhisthana, Paramatma only, Chidakasha only. That is the meaning of Yatha Balasya Vetalah na abhati tad avedanat. Tad avedanat, when he was not exposed, na abhati, he will never have a concept of it. If he is exposed, then he is afraid. So too, we are all given the concepts of Panchamahabhuta and Sthula Sukshma Deha, and all our conduct is only in that way. Therefore, we are all habitually taking it to be real. Never we were told that they are all Kalpita, there is another Isthana, it is Brahman, and that is you. Even if somebody tells, it is one guru tells in one class for 1 hour, the other 23 hours we are told by others that the Jagat alone is real. Come, involve, indulge, enjoy. We also, because of our ignorance and vasanas, find safe, find secured, find easy that only. Therefore, we keep on tending to take the Panchamahabhutika Jagat as real and get lost in it. That's called as Ajnana, Moha, Samsara. Ajnana of Parabrahma Tattva, Moha of taking the Kalpita Jagat real, Samsara getting lost in through Ragadvesha. देखो सुनते सुनते बात स्पष्ट होना है कि नहीं. At least at the time of listening it is flashing. It's our genius that next moment we forget. Isn't it? Good habit of forgetting slowly, slowly. All other things you will forget. Only one tattva you will remember. मैं तो एक ही देखता हूँ कि whatever happening, if we are pure in our heart and having jignasa to know truth, the Lord is only helping us through all whatever is happening, known to us, unknown to us, in control of ours, not in control of ours. Just having faith in the goal chosen, having faith in the Ishvara and Guru and Shruti, relaxedly do whatever comes in front of us spiritually. पास धीरे धीरे अंदर का बुद्धि पुष्प विकसित होकर ज्ञान और भक्ति और अमृतत्व मोक्ष का सुगंध और सुरभि और अमृतत्व मिलेगा. नेक्टर नेक्स्ट यथा देखो पृथ्व्यादि नाभातम अपृथिव्यादि भवेत क्षणात् स्वप्ने स्वप्न परिज्ञानात् तथा जागृत्यपि स्फुटम. दैट्स द थिंग. Whole Mandukya Upanishad is said in one shloka. Like the Prithvi, etc., which are seen as so real in the Swapna, the moment we wake up to other plane called waking, all of that Prithvyadi, Aprithvyadi Bhavet Kshanat, in a moment only, all of that ceases to exist at all. Every day our experience ना जैसे सुबह का टाइम ऐसा कोई स्वप्न आएगा इसमें वट एवर द पृथ्वी आदि पंच महाभूतास एंड your whatever the activities you are doing, everything you experience, swimming in water or flying in a sky or walking on the road, playing with the agni, kuch bhi karo. The moment wake up, aparutvyadi bhavet kshinat. How much time it takes to realize that all of them are mithya or unreal or never existing. When we wake up from the dream, in a moment's time only. It's only a little moment. And what is that moment? Changing from one plane of awareness to the other plane of awareness. That's it. Gone. है ना. इवन यू गेट ए ड्रीम ऑफ युद्ध कर रहे हो या 26 जनवरी है, you yourself are doing all the very good vinyasas that are done in the Republic Day parade. Today I was happy seeing all contingents tableau, what you call. More importantly, the one song danced by all 30 states in their different way with such a colorful dresses. है ना. And that EU wali, whoever she came, she must have not felt anything new there because she is representing EU, the entire European Union with so many countries. So to 30 states, each of them performing different dances on same song. And the Prime Minister and others were explaining to her, and also the other man, whoever he was. So what a excellent it is That was 26 रिपब्लिक डे वाला. सो ऑल दैट वी आर सेइंग इज कि ये सारा जो कहते हैं स्वप्न में अगर आपको आया, मानो यू योर सेल्फ आर द नेक्स्ट प्रेसिडेंट रिसीविंग दैट salutations or respect from all of them. Every president will know only on 26 जनवरी how difficult it is to be a president because 4 घंटे खड़े होके सैल्यूट करना है. All of that, when you wake up, what happens कि स्वप्ने अपृथ्व्यादि भवेत् क्षणात्. Whatever that was there in swapna appears to be not at all existing in a moment. In the same way, through yoga sadhana, as Leela has done, one transcends and reaches to Chidakasha Sthiti. Everything which we see now on the Jagrad Avastha, these Panchamahabhuta Yukta Jagata, all of that ceases to exist. What happens to the dream when we wake up to the waking plane? The entire dream world enfolds into the waking mind in which on which it was projected out of the avidya maya mind samskaras. Same way, all the jagrat jagat which we are seeing now, the entire world gets enfolded into the pure conscious Brahman on which all this is superimposed. Enfolded into means not into that, like I enter into the house, but it ceases to exist in the realization of the substrat. And if you truly believe the mud as the cause and fully stick to that reality, will not all the parts cease to exist in our vision? They appear, but they don't exist because I am fully convinced in seeing the substratum, the unchanged mud. Mud was there before, mud is there now, mud will be there later on. मेरे दृष्टि जब मडमय हो गया, मृणमय, everything I see as mruda only. In the same way, when Chidakasha Anubhuti comes to us, everything is that alone. So, स्वप्न परिज्ञानात्. So, यथा पृथ्व्यादिना भातम अपृथ्व्यादि भवेत क्षणात् स्वप्ने स्वप्न परिज्ञानात्. स्वप्न का पृथ्व्यादि, ये स्वप्न है करके जागृत में आने के बाद अपृथ्व्यादि भवेत. It is not real, the whole Prithvi that was seen in the dream, as it is realized. Tatha, in the same way, Jagratyapi Sputam, when we wake up to the Chidakasha Sthiti, which Leela has reached to, everything appears to be unrealistic only, unreal only. अधिष्ठान को जब तक नहीं जानते द रज्जु, द सर्प इज टेकन एज रियल एंड कॉन्सिक्वेंस फियर्स. Consequence. The moment the Adhisthana Rajju is seen, the concept projected of the Sarpa goes away. Sarpa never goes away. The projected Sarpa goes away. So too, the world never goes away. The reality given to the world, the concept of the world goes away. World was never there to go away. Yaad rakho. Sarpa was never there to go away. Yaad rakho. Sarpa Bhranti goes away. So too, Jagat ko never goes away. Then Jagat Bhranti goes away. Then what's realized? What's always there? The rope. What's realized? What's always there? The pure conscious Brahman, Chidakash. Next देखो, पृथ्व्यादि खतया बुद्धम खम इत्येव अनुभूयते तथा हि क्षुब्ध धातूनां कुड्येषु ख इवोद्यमः. Very typical example here Vasishtha is giving. Why he is confusing, we don't know. Either he is confusing or he is sharpening our intellects by giving ulta examples. Because once you come to Vedanta, जो भी हम अब तक देख रहे थे वो उल्टा है पता चलता है, सीधी बात हमको समझ में आने लगता है. है ना, सीधी बात में मिर्ची मसाला, है ना, कहते रहेगा कहने वाला, दिल का हाल सुने दिल वाला, दिमाग का हाल सुने दिमाग वाला. Is very good song. That only one sentence. Listen. Prithvi adi khataya buddham. Prithvi, Jala, Agni, Vayu, and Akasha. Khataya buddham. When we awaken to know that to be Kha means Chidakasha here. Kham ityeva anubhuyate. then you will experience everything to be Chidakasha only. Just like the Chidakasha only out of ignorance, delusion. दोनों चीजें, चिदाकाश का अज्ञान एंड उसके ऊपर ये पंच महाभूत का delusion के कारण these are appearing. In the same way, opposite of it, like when the substratum is not known, superimposed has taken a real, so too when the substratum is known, all these disappear. पृथ्व्यादि ख तया बुद्धम खम इति एव अनुभूयते. That's why Yoga Vaasma Ramayana, every shloka is such a powerful wisdom to be caught by us. I'm just praying to Rama and Vasishtha for all of us, those who are coming regularly, to give us such ability, at least to literally understand what is said. And through that, if the wisdom dawns in us, no need of any other Upanishad also to study. But if you study Upanishad, it gives a good base to understand it. पहले हम पढ़ चुके हैं ना, इसलिए पहले ये पढ़कर उधर जाने से oh yeah we studied in yoga वासिष्ठ बात ऐसे ही होता है ना. First we studied Upanishad and coming here, so we think oh yeah we studied in Upanishad. First if we study this one and go to that, अरे same thing was said by Vaashishtha to Rama. Idea is Shruti, Smriti, Purana, Itihasa talk about Eka Vakya. In Shruti, only pure Brahman is spoken more, projected is totally rejected. In Purana Itihasa, they are spoken more because we live in that life so much. But all of them are also aimed at to lift our attention to the reality only. No Shastra, either Shruti or Smriti or Purana Itihasa, none of them are meant to give reality to the world and make us bound to this world. All of them, Paramparaya, to lift us to the Brahman only. इसमें कभी doubt नहीं होना. But you know, in that Achara Vyavahara Granthas, Brahma Tattva is never spoken only. Maybe yet, but if you follow all those Achara Vyavahara said there, you become qualified to study the next higher texts in which the Brahma Tattva will be told. सीधा दिखता नहीं होगा, लेकिन that becomes a what do you call the jumping stone, what do you call it, in the swimming pool में. It becomes the launching pad, as you call it. That text becomes launching pad for you for the next one. But Ekavakyata sab mein hai. By the way, that's not a topic here. I'm just giving you the comparison between the Upanishads and Yoga Vasishtha, how when both studied, they get complemented and we become clear in the knowledge. But it has to continue for a long time. If you and I are very sharp, Shuddha intellected, then in one go we understand. But with our Manda Buddhi, my Manda Buddhi, with a Tamo Guni Buddhi, with so much of Rajoguna, with no sharpness, subtlety at all, 100 बार भी बोलो, if I don't understand what to do, 101 बार मुझे पढ़ना ही पड़ेगा. नहीं हुआ तो 102 बार पढ़ो. कब तक पढ़ो स्वामी जी? Till you realize a Brahman or understand it. Why? Because in this only there is moksha. Next. स्वप्ने नगरम उर्वीवा शून्यम खातम च बुध्यते स्वप्नांगना च कुरुते शून्या व्यर्थ क्रियां नृणाम खम पृथ्व्यादितया बुद्धम पृथ्व्यादि भवति क्षणात् मूर्छायां परलोकोऽपि प्रत्यक्षमनुभूयते. See, स्वप्ने, in the dream, Nagaram, the whole town you see, Urviva, even the whole globe, ya earth you see, Shunyam Khatam cha Buddhyate. When we wake up, all of that is the Shunya only, the waking mind only that is realized. And in the Swapna, Swapnangana, the Swapna women, Kurute, she does Shunya Vyartha Kriyam Nunam. Whatever the Vyartha Kriyas she has done, this Swapnangana of dancing or entertaining, etc., she's done all of that without doing only because when you wake up, that Jagat is not there, that Bhumi is not there, that stage is not there, and she is not there, and her dance also is not there. See the power of delusion, how all of that are projected in the dream. That you went to a theater, you sat in your seat, you are a chief guest, then there is a stage in front of you, and then the announcer announced, then the dancer came, and the music was played. She was going on dancing left to right, दाएं बाएं आगे ऊपर, सारा हो गया. Then 8 minutes the Gana is over, Then while doing namaskar, she went back. Everybody clapped and you also clapped. Such an entire thing is projected only in dream, isn't it? If you understand it the same way, from the absolute Brahman standpoint, with the power of the Maya, the entire universe, like the theater, and the stage, like the Bhumi, and the Nartaki, like all the beings are projectedly dancing. But as you see in the dream that whole program as real, so too this is seen by us as real. But when we wake up from the dream to waking, we know all of that was never there. So too when we wake up from this to the Brahman, we will know all of this is not to be there. It was never there. ये है वेदांत. तो स्वप्ने नगरम उर्वीवा शून्यम खातम च बुध्यते. When it is woken up, it is found to be never there. स्वप्नांगना च कुरुते शून्य शून्य स्वप्नांगना व्यर्थक्रियां कुरुते नृणाम. The never existing swapnangana does the never existing dance seen by the never existing you in the dream. Then who are you that time projected? That projected me awakens to his original form as a waker. Waker is real compared to dreamer. But both of them are unreal compared to the reality, the Brahman, the Chidakash. नेक्स्ट खम देखो बहुत सुंदर बात खम पृथ्व्यादितया बुद्धम पृथ्व्यादि भवति क्षणात्. You know, like from the dream when we wake up, the prithvyadi, all of that just enfolds, proving all of them to be not existing in the waker's mind. अब reverse कह रहे खम पृथ्व्यादि तया बुद्धम पृथ्व्यादि भवति क्षणात्. From the waking plane, when you enter into space, the space of the mind in the dream suddenly projects the prithvyadi and the haladi, the stage adi, the dancer adi. स्वप्न से जागृत का एग्जाम्पल, जागृत से स्वप्न का एग्जाम्पल, और फ्रॉम द ब्रह्मन टू द जगत एंड फ्रॉम द जगत टू द ब्रह्मन. In both of them, reality is Brahman only. The entire Jagat is Maya Moha, Kalpita, 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 Kalpita. Given reality, 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 reality. Given value, 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 value. Then liked, disliked, disliked. Then did karma for it, good or bad, good or bad, good or bad. Then getting the phala, sukha, dukkha. And to get that, we are getting birth in different shariras. All of that is parampara kalpana. ना लाइक एक सिनेमा निकालने का डायरेक्ट ने सोचा, लेट अस टेक आउट ए मूवी ऑन अंडरवर्ल्ड डॉन्स और मूवी ऑन patriotism of any great unsung hero. The moment they think, will they not start planning everything? है ना, लेट अस स्टार्ट फ्रॉम वेयर हिज बर्थ ओनली. देन सारा चीज वो लोग ऐसे सोच के पूरा प्लान करके करते हैं कि नहीं. All of them fall, all of them will be felt required thereafter to make that entire show. So too, from the Sud Pujara Paramatma Tattva, out of Kalpana projection, all of this gets necessitated to be projected. Then, out of listening this for millions of times, what should be the outcome? This Jagat Mithya hai, therefore I should not give value, reality to it. How do we give reality value? By expecting some sukha from it. The moment the sukha buddhi in the Jagat is dropped, our desire for Jagat goes away. The moment desire for Jagat goes away, mind is calm and quiet. With calm and quiet mind, you become introverted. Then that inner journey of first Sakshitva, then the Sakshi's Nijaswarupa is Chaitanya, that Chaitanya is Satswarupa, all of that is realized. जाओ अंदर तो दिखेगा. अब भटक ही रहे बाहर, तो यहाँ रहकर वो दिखाओ बोले तो नहीं होता. नेक्स्ट वन मूर्छायाम परलोकोपि प्रत्यक्षम अनुभूयते. In Murcha also, Paralokopi Pratyaksam Anubhita. Murcha means not as we think the total forgetfulness of thing and becoming unconscious, but a vilakshana state which is neither sleep, nor dream, nor waking, nor conscious projection. कॉन्शियस से also we project ना, ऐसे बैठे बैठे प्रोजेक्ट कर सकते. Other than all this is the मूर्छा स्थिति where परलोक अपि प्रत्यक्षम अनुभूयते. Sometimes, like it happened in case of Leela and Saraswati, if you are having a faith in that Guru, and if that Guru is Siddha Purusha, he takes us into a Murcha Sthiti, our mind, he commands. And then he takes us to some lokas and gives us those darshanas and brings us back. अपने अंदर के जीव को ले जाकर दिखा के ले आते. That's the meaning of paralokopi pratyaksham anubhoyate murchaya. So all this, when you listen, intellect is getting expanded to the various happenings and possibilities in the world, other than what we see the world. The seen world also we understand only 1%. Yoga Vasishtha talks about the other worlds, the other subtler experiences too. Again, all of them are in that Brahman Mithya only. Next, Balo Vyomaiva Vetalam Mriyamanumbare Vanam Keshondrakam Kamanyastu Kamanyo Vetti Mauktikam. See, Balaha Vyoma Eva Vetalam. For a child, in the Akasha only Betala is seen. Priyamano Ambare Vanam. In the same Akasha, the person who is going to die, he sees a jungle and उसमें भटकता हुआ जा रहा है, कोई शेर ने अटैक किया और मर गया. So to Keshondrakam, some see in the Akasha, the Keshondraka, the Gucha of the ball. Then Anyo Veti Mauktikam. Some people in the Akasha, they see the Motiya. Because of the blurred vision, because of the Nidra Sthiti, semi-Nidra Sthiti, various stages are there of, the consciousness is one, but the Antakarana levels are different. The Antakarana में reflecting consciousness के कारण Antakarana appears to be in various stages, of which we are familiar with four: Jagrat, Swapna, Sushupti and the unconscious state, coma वाला, जो लोगों को हम देखते हैं. Apart from that, there are very many. Here he is saying, बाल व्योम में वेताल को देखता है, मरने वाले को आकाश में वन दिखता है, केशोंड्रकम किसी को दिखता है. केशोंड्रकम मीन्स द बाल का गुच्छा, मतलब it looks like that. Then come अन्यो वेत्ति मौक्तिकम. For some people who have the eye problem, in the space they see छोटे छोटे मोतियों की तरह दिखते हैं. Even now also ऐसे आंख ऐसे करके देखो, you see funny things in the आकाश. अभी करके देखो, ऐसे देखो, मैं दो स्वामी दिखता हूँ, है कि नहीं? आप तो मेरे को दो के एक भी नहीं दिख रहे हो. आई थिंक आई शुड स्टार्ट टॉक्स इन, ये क्या है ना, जीमेल वगैरह कुछ हुआ है जिसमें आई कैन सी यू, कम से कम नहाए कि नहीं. स्वामी जी आप फर्स्ट टाइम बोले, मैं तो तब भी नहाया हूँ, मतलब मैं बोल के 5 साल हो गया. सो दैट various things are there, but usme I don't know the video recording facilities there are not. Out of this possibility in YouTube that it gets recorded and preserved, that we are doing here. I'm not able to see you, but in them I can see. Anyway, so people see in this way various things even though they are not there. In the same way, trastakshivardha nidrascha nauyanascha sadaiva khe vetalavana vrukshadi pashyanti anubhavanti cha. Very beautiful example. Trastaha, the one who is frightened. Shivaha, the one who is timid fellow. Ardhanidraha, जिसने आधा नींद में है. Navyanaha, those who are traveling the boat in the samudra before no directions are properly known to him. Sadaiva, for all of them always. Ke, in the akasha, vetala, vana, vrukshadi. ये त्रस्त को वेताल दिखता है, शिव को वन दिखता है, अर्धनिद्र को वृक्ष दिखता है, इत्यादि. So trasta, Shiva, Ardhanidrakscha, Navyanaha, Khe in the Akasha, they see Vetala Vana Vruksha. Sometimes you also, when you walk in the early mornings or night times, or when you are all alone at home, suddenly in the space, कोई हिल रहा है, कोई चल रहा है, ऐसा, because our mind some projections happen. What Vasishtha ji is trying to say is, when you see the Brahman as Brahman, Brahman alone is there. There is no second thing possible at all, which is reality. The moment from the Brahma Tattva Sthiti one, falls down or comes down in the Maya and its capacity of Kalpana, so many can be projected and seen. For telling us that only all these examples is giving. And at that level only, the samsara, etc., is there in which somebody is my wife or husband or children, all that is there. Leela transcended that. That's what Vasishtha wants to say. He's just developing the thing. Next one, yatha bhavitam padarthanam ato vapuhu abhyasa janitam bhati nastekam paramarthataha. More greater sloka than this is not there for us to understand today, particularly very clearly, thoroughly. Listen carefully. Yatha bhavitam etesham. By these people, as the bhavana they have done, padarthanam ataha vapuhu. All those padarthas in their shape and form appear to them as they are imagining. And this is continuously happening from what time we don't know. Why? Abhyasa janitam bhati. Because of the abhyasa, we do the bhavana. Because of the bhavana, we see the things. Not only we see, we even experience them also. As in the above sloka said, Vetalavana Vrukshadi Pashyanti Anubhavanti cha. So there are two things. One, the not knowing of the substratum reality. Second, in that there out of their ignorance, be attentive. Abhyasa of continuously projecting, continuously taking the projected as real, and continuously reveling in that projected, called as experiences. Like every day we dream, in the dream every day we project different world. In that as a dreamer, every day we are experiencing something or the other new. But every day, any number of days it happens. Is it not? It's mithya only. That we are every day waking up and realizing it to be unreal. In the same way, yatha bhavitam etesham padarthanam ato vapuhu. In whatever the bhavana they do, in that way, the padartha, the Paramatma only appears in that form. Abhyasa janitam bhati. Isko underline karo. The whole world as we are seeing now, named by us, called by us, interacted by us, taken by us, all of that is not because the world is like that, but because of it is our abhyasa. And the pot is not pot because of pot. Pot is a pot because of our abhyasa that we add water to mud and then we mold and we call it as pot. ये वाला बात तो आज के लिए नया बात है, $1,000,000 वाला. It is because of our abhyasa on Brahman, continuously, eternally, the Jagat is taken by us as real. And that is also yatha bhavitam etesham. If that is the case, then what is the ultimate truth or reality? Nasti ekam paramarthatah. इनमें से none of them are from the Paramartha Swarupa, none of them are real. Paramatma only is real. Adhisthana Brahma alone is real. Out of Ajnana and out of Abhyasa, the entire Jagat is being projected and seen as real and lived by us in that Jagat. Like dream projected, dream taken as real, we as a dreamer live in that dream, the life of Papa Punya Sukha Dukkha. Isn't it? Punya Papa Sukha Dukkha. हो गया यहाँ तक बात. अब नेक्स्ट. Now, itna kekar now Rama's question is answered. Leelaya tu yatha vastu buddha prithvyadina astita akashameva samvitya bhati bhranti tayoditam. Leelaya tu means in compared to all still in ignorance people. By Leela, yatha vastu buddha. She is awakened to the yatha vastu, the reality. Therefore, prithvyadi nastita. She is in a state of the nastita of the Prithvi Adi. When you see the Prithvi Adi, the reality is not seen. When you awaken to the reality, Prithvi Adi are known never to be existing. She is in that state. Leelayatu yatha vastu buddha. Because Leela has awakened to the absolute reality, Prithvi Adi nastita. For her, the Prithvi are not there. Prithvi Adi. Prithvi Adi not there means Prithvi Adi Panchamutta Maha made her own Sharira and the Sharira of Sun. All of them are never in her vision at all. For her, everything is realized as one Brahman only. Like in dream, my father, mother, sister, brother, all I see. But when I wake up, I don't see any one of them other than me, my own waking mind projected. So too she has awakened to the Sadvastu, na? Therefore Prithvyadi na astita. Akashameva samvitya bhati bhrantitaya uditam. Akashameva. The pure consciousness only. Chidakasha. Samvitya means because of the mind's projection. Bhrantitaya uditam bhati. It is projected and seen as this world of Panchamahabhuta, their combination, and all these various names and forms. Like in dream, everything is kalpita, here also so. Leelaya to yatha vastu buddha, therefore pruthvyadina sthita, therefore akashameva samvitya bhati bhrantitaya uditam. The pure Chidakasha only by the sankalpa, here samviti means one's own choice of projection appears as this world. Then concluding sloka is ultimate sloka. This is the answer which he wants to give. Hope you and I will thoroughly catch it. Listen carefully. ब्रह्मात्मैकचिदाकाश मात्रबोधवतो मुनेः पुत्र मित्र कलत्राणि कथं कानि कदा कुतः. Wow, excellent way of presenting. Why Vashishtha ji ताली बजाओ. ब्रह्म आत्म एक चिदाकाश मात्र बोधवतो मुनेः. Muni, the one who has become Mauna for the outer world, Muni, he who has heard in Mauna all the Brahma Jnana taught by the Guru, the Muni who has done the Manana of that Brahma Jnana and realized that, he is called Muni. That Muni is now state of being is what? Brahma Atma Eka. Like our next text. तत्वमसि हम ब्रह्मास्मि. सो मैं जीव नहीं हूं, मैं ब्रह्म हूं. वो ब्रह्म कौन है? चिदाकाश. And is there anything other than Aham Brahmasmi Chidakasha? No. The one who has realized this is called Muni. So Brahmatmaika Chidakasha Matra Bodhavato Munehe. Muni who has got the Bodha, who has got the awakening, who has got the experience of the Chidakasha, which is called as Brahman in Upanishads, which is taught in Upanishads for us to be realized as Atman. So Brahma Atma Aika Chidakasha Matra Bodhavato Munehe. The Muni has realized himself to be that Chidakasha Brahma, who has realized his Atma to be the Chidakasha Brahma. To that Muni, Putra, somebody is my son, Mitra, somebody is my friend, Kalatrani, somebody is my wife, Katham, how come, where from they will come, Kani, which are the ones will come, Kada, when will they come, Kutaha, कहाँ से आएंगे, कहाँ से, कब, क्यों, कौन से चीज, कैसे आएंगे. कहाँ से मीन्स कुतः, कदा मीन्स कब, हिंदी के में बोल रहा हूं मैं. कहानी मीन्स कौन से, कथम किस तरह, दिखेंगे कौन, पुत्र मित्र कलत्राण. The son, the wife, the friends, etc. to a one who has awakened to Aham Brahmasmi Anubhuti. From where, for what reason, and how, and why will they come? Katham, how will they come? Kani, which of they will come? Kada, when will they come? Utaha, for what purpose and from where will they come? Come means where will they be seen? Only in the ignorance of self that all the relativity is there. Once everything is Brahman is realized. Like in from the dream when I wake up, where are all the dream beings? Nowhere. It's all my waking mind. So to my awakened pure conscious self only, in the ignorance of it, I was imagining it to be all this. But when I realize Aham Brahmasmi, which is Chidakasha, Brahmatmaika Chidakasha Matra, Bodhavato Munehe, Putra Kada, Mitra, Kalatrani, Katham Kani Kada Kutaha. ये मजा आया मुझे सुनकर. Katham. If there's no ignorance, then how can this be projected? Kani. Which are the ones that will be projected? Means none of them. Kada. When will they be projected? Kutaha. From what source or for what purpose? कहाँ से? Kutha means Ajnana and Vasanas. Ajnana nahi hai, Vasana nahi hai. Then how they will be projected? Kada means it transcended time. Therefore, when will you project? Kani. There is no chance of avidya. Therefore, none of these specific things can be projected. Katham, there is no purpose or need. So, katham kani kada kutaha. I think I have to by heart these four words. Katham kani kada kutaha. Katham kani kada kutaha. Katham, how, kani, which are the ones, kada, when, kutaha, for what reason or for what purpose. So, for the one who has raised Aham Brahmasmi, where from the wife, children, husband, etc. concepts. He himself is Brahman, he is not a body, he is not a jiva. Then how can all this be? Leela is in that state. Now, what this Leela Saraswati Upakhyana started, maybe 7 8 sargas back, 2 3 months back. That point again, Leela is being, Sri Rama is being revealed to by Sri Ram Bhagavan, Vaashishtha Bhagavan. What is it? Drishyamadavanutpannam yachabhatyajameva tat samyajnanavatam evam ragadveshadrushau kutaha. What an excellent slokas. You just pray. Huh? Either for me you pray, saying that this Swami should get such a wonderful vocabulary to be able to communicate the knowledge exactly as it is for us to receive. Either pray this way, that will be good for me, or pray the other way, that you will get some Swami, Swama Acharya, who will teach you in such a way that exactly ditto what Vasishtha or Saraswati Mata is saying, you are able to receive it. Either is okay for me. Because these are such a knowledges, if the speaker is not able to communicate, he is a failure and the audience are denied of that sublime knowledge. Like this earlier shloka, I don't know whether I tried to struggle from my side, but could communicate or not. That the Muni who has realized that to the state of Aham Brahmasmi, which is Siddhakasha, from what purpose, from where, for what reason, and when and how will he have somebody as the Putra or Mitra or Kalatra? That we have explained. In the pure Siddhakasha, there is no avidya janita, kalpita jagat. Therefore, he cannot have any relativity. Everything is Brahman. Leela is in that state. Rama is answered by Vasishtha. Equally beautiful, powerful, wonderful, excellent is the next shloka. That's what I am saying. Let me try if I am able to explain. If not, ये आपकी बात किस्मती है. आप समझ पाए तो आपका ये बुद्धि का महिमा है. What is it? सुनो. दृश्यमादावनुत्पन्नम. अरे भाई, other than Brahman, the entire दृश्य जगत आदवनुत्पन्नम, in the beginning only, is never created. Then Yachabhati, whatever I see now, what is that then? Ajameva Tato, that is Brahman only. Samyak Jnanavatam Evam. The one who has got Samyak Jnana, the ultimate Jnana, for them this is the wisdom. That never ever from the Brahma Paramatma, the Jagat is created or projected, created. But then if whatever is seen now in the form of Jagat, all of that is nothing but Brahman only. जगत विलक्षणम ब्रह्म ब्रह्मणोन्यन्न विद्यते ब्रह्मान्यत भाति चेत मिथ्या यथा मरु मरुचिका. That is one shloka in our Atmabodha. In Vivek Chudamani also, uh, everything is Brahman only. If other than Brahman, if somebody accepts something as real, he is talking only in sleep, like a blabbering. Vinirgato niddhitavat prajalpaha. Uh, Everything is that Paramatma. So, never on Paramatma or from Paramatma Jagat is created. Point one. Then what is the whole Jagat we are seeing now? That is that Brahman only. This is called Samyak Jnanam. And in this way, the one who has awakened to this Samyak Jnanam, Ragadvesha Drushau Krutaha. For him, inside the mind, Ragadvesha, outside the mind, the outside in the body, the Drushya Jagat. How come they will appear? सम्यक ज्ञान जिनको मिला, उनको न बाहर का जगत है अपने से अलग, जब और उसके प्रति राग द्वेष का संसार ही हो ही नहीं सकता. So never from the Paramatma the Jagat created. Therefore, whatever is seen is always Paramatma. This is the Samyak Jnana. The one who has awakened to this, he himself has none of the Manadi Upadhis. When the Mano Upadhi is not there, there are no Raga Dvesha inside, and there is no Dehadi Upadhi. Therefore, there is no outer world for him to see and create a Raga Dvesha. न राग द्वेष है न दृश्य है. आउटर दृश्य है तभी न राग द्वेष होता है. माइंड है, इंटेलेक्ट है, तभी इनर राग द्वेष होते हैं. बट व्हेन वन रियलाइज दैट अहम ब्रह्मास्मि, देयर इज नो अविद्या, देयर इज नो अविद्या जनित मन, देयर इज नो सेम माया जनित आउटर जगत, देयर इज नो फंक्शनिंग ऑफ द मन टू सी द वर्ल्ड थ्रू इंद्रियास, इंद्रियास आल्सो आर नॉट देयर, देन देयर इज नो ड्रामा ऑफ क्रिएटिंग राग द्वेष एंड संसार. मतलब what stage Vasishtha ji is there and speaking. And Rama at that age of 15-16 is able to catch it, my dears. See, when we also like today, engrossedly listen to the subject, slowly the band akal ka thala khulta hai. I liked this topic. Drishyam adav anutpannam yacha bhati ajameva tatu samyak jnanavatam evam ragadvesha dusho kutaha. See, when I chant in Sanskrit, then only you can easily understand. So simple it is. That's how these 2-3 shlokas are so powerful. These are answers to Rama's question as to why Leela has not revealed herself as mother to that Jyeshta Sharma. Because she is not in that concept anymore that she is mother and his son. She has realized to the ultimate state that Sarvam Brahma. Then what is that play of her coming all the way and blessing him by touching his head? That is in the Kalpita Jagat only, as per the Kalpana and Prarabdha of that Jiva Jyeshta Sharma, that the Siddha Purusha has to come and bless. That's called as Siddha Darshana Hethu Kathanam. In fact, the name of the Sarga. The name of the Sarga is toward the end, proved. Who are the Siddhas? The Saraswati and Leela. To whom the darshan has happened? The Jyeshta Sharma and all of the people. What is the hetu for it? The hetu ka artha do hote hain. From their standpoint, why did they come? And from the standpoint Jyeshta Sharma, how did they come? From the Jyeshta Sharma standpoint, the hetu ka artha hai because they deserved through their bhakti prarthana. And hetu from the Leela Saraswati standpoint is they went there to bless them. So सिद्धों का दर्शन का हेतु यहाँ बताया जा रहा है. सो सिद्ध किस हेतु से हमारे पास आते हैं? टू ब्लेस अस. और हमारी तरफ से कौन से हेतु से सिद्ध हमारे पास आते हैं? व्हेन वी प्रे, व्हेन वी आर उपासना डूअर्स, व्हेन वी हैव द शुद्ध अंतःकरण, व्हेन वी हैव द भक्ति. सिद्ध दर्शन हेतु कथन. ओके, नाउ द लास्ट 2 श्लोकास. हस्तः शिरसि यद्दत्तो लीलया ज्येष्ठ शर्वणः तत्प्रभाव स्थितारंभ संबोधायाः चितेः फलम. Hastah, hand, Shirasi, on the head, Yat Dattaha, Leelaya, Jyeshta Sharmanaha. So, Jyeshta Sharmanaha, Shirasi, Leelaya, Yat Hastaha Dattaha. लीला के द्वारा ज्येष्ठ शर्मा के सर पे जो हाथ लगाया गया, the hand she has put on the head of ज्येष्ठ शर्मा. Why and what for that is? tat prabhava sthitarambha. Tat prabhava sthitarambha is, it is the arambha by that Jyeshta Sharma, that he had that purity, that prayer. He expressed it also after explaining their situation as an answer to question of Leela and Saraswati as to why you are miserable. Toward the end, did he say or not, you are the Vanadevatas, such great yogis, Siddha Purushas come only to remove the dukkha of the people like us. Oh, please, you have heard our story. Please bless us to remove the dukkha. He remembered, therefore they appeared. He prayed, therefore she is bound to bless. That blessing is by touching his head. And that also, tat prabhava sthitarambha sambodhayaha chitehe phalam. And this side, Leela is awakened to the chitta, therefore she has that power to bless. And that side, Leela, Jyeshta Sharma, with his humbleness and bhakti, And after Leela's arrival through prayer, he invoked her blessing, and that blessing is a beginning for him for his awakening to the reality slowly. In that, the first step is now he is freed from that immediate dukkha of the demise of his parents. Now you will see in the next sarga, they all start doing their own duties, and slowly their antakarna will become Shuddha. Then they also awaken one day to reality. All of that is not told here, but you have to understand that's how it happens. So this is how why Leela has put her hand on the head to bless him because he prayed and deserved, and that's the beginning for Jyeshta Sharma slowly to awaken to the reality. But why Leela has not revealed herself as a mother? Because she knows she is Brahman, everything is Brahman. For such people, there is no Ragadvesha, there is no Putra Mitra Kalatradi Bhranti. Clear? See the answer? That means what? All these nautanki which you are going through is only in ignorance, delusion of the self. When you realize the self, this nonsense will go away. And only in the realization of self, this nonsense goes away, which is said in our morning class also. All the pashas go away. Jnatva devam muchyate sarva pashaihi. Our first class and this class, how closely they are going together. Now the last sloka. बोधो हि चेतति यथैव तथा शुभाति सूक्ष्म तु सूक्ष्मस्तु खादपि तथातितरां विशुद्धः सर्वत्र राघव स एव पदार्थजालम् स्वप्नेषु कल्पितपुरे सनुभूतमेतदो. बोधो हि चेतति यथा एव तथा आशु भाति सूक्ष्म तु खादपि तथा अतितराम विशुद्धम. When we do this sadhana as told by the gurus and turn inside, when we awaken to the reality, then only we will see that substratum reality which is subtler than subtlest of all these. Okay, sukshmastu khat api, subtler than the bhutakasha and chittakasha, that siddhakasha which is atitaram vishuddhaha, which is pure, immaculate, one without second, having none of the traces of ignorance or projections in that, that reality one awakens to. From that standpoint, when you see the concluding word by Vaashishtha ji is ultimate. Once one realizes to that, Akasha Sevi, Chittakasha Sevi Sukshma, Sarvatra Vyapa Brahma Vastu, when one realizes that, hey Raghava, Sarvatra Saiva Padartha Jalam. Thereafter, all planes of experience one may have, but they will no more have any ignorance that something is real. For him, everything is that only. Example, Swapneshu, in the dream, Kalpitapure, in the projected town, Swanubhuta Metat, in the waking plane, whatever he is seeing, for that awakened realized person, everything is that Brahman, that Brahman, that Brahman alone. That is the meaning of Tasmin Drashte Parabhare. That's the meaning of seeing the transcendental Brahman and seeing the Brahman immanently in the Jagra, Swapna, Sushupti, Nidra, Swapna, everywhere that Padartha. Because other than it, there is nothing else. Therefore, everything appears should be that only. So that alone is appearing as this without becoming this. That appearing and becoming difference, if you know, we understand what Vedanta is saying. It's only the beginning of understanding. Then that which appears, when you don't give reality to it, therefore you devalue it and ensure that the thoughts of the world are no more in the mind. In that quietened mind, we just turn inside and see nothing but reality. Having seen that reality, when we look out and see, everything is that and that alone. Wow, what a Vedanta, what a sublime knowledge. Thanks to Vaashishtha ji. Great, great, great. We just bow down at his feet, bow down at the feet of Mother Saraswati and Sri Rama and Leela for them being disciples, invoking from this great Guru, Saraswati Mata and Vaashishtha ji, this great knowledge and wisdom. And thanks to Valmiki ji who has written it in the form of book, and thanks to all those who have preserved this text up to this time in this Kali Yuga, despite so many destructive, so many negative Rakshasic attacks in between en route. And thanks to our Punya and our Guru's Anugraha that we are here every day seated to study this Shastra. And thanks to you all to give me an opportunity. And congrats to all of us that at least we are feeling Rama, Vasishtha, Mother Saraswati, Adhyatmikata every day for this 1 hour. when we have made this holy, humble beginning, and when we don't give it up and keep on doing it, definitely that expected stage of ourselves also understanding, doing sadhana, and awakening to that reality will happen as it happened to everyone. Thank you. Iti आर्षे श्री वासिष्ठ महारामायणे वाल्मीकिये उत्पत्ति प्रकरणे सिद्ध दर्शनेतु कथन नाम षड्विंशः सर्गः सिद्ध दर्शनेतु Kathanam named 26th Sarga. This way concludes of this third Utpatthi Prakaranam of this great Yoga Vaashishtha Maha Ramayana Smruti Prakarana Shastram. Tomorrow we'll see the 27th Sarga. Its name is what? Leela Upakhyane Janmantara Varnanam. और बाप रे, what a beautiful sarga it is, I tell you. मेरे को तो इतना दिमाग गर्म हो जाता है, बिकॉज ये सारे समझ में रखना है ना. एंड नॉट वन टेक्स्ट आई एम डूइंग यूजलेस फेलो, 6 7 आई एम डूइंग ओनली. एक ही टेक्स्ट करते हैं तो उसी में दिमाग लगा सकते हैं. ईच वन इज tangentially different, though the tattva is one. In what way Shvetashvatara explains? After that, immediately I have to study and tell you the Gita, Sita Pragnasya का भाषा. तानि सर्वाणि संयम्य युक्ता आसीत मत्परा. वो छोड़कर you are the one who taught me how to forget the Upanishad and immediately come to Gita. And after that, I forget Gita and do the Mandukya. Immediately after that, you conveniently forget you are my gurus for that. Then I do the Skanda Purana and easily have lunch and forgot everything and do this Yoga Vasishta. And within a minute, before you do it, I am the master. I forget this and we do our next text of Vakya Vritti. And this text is so beautiful, so sublime. मैं तो कहता हूँ बाकी सब छोड़ के इसी पे रेवल करते रहो. But why should we do any thinking? Let the Ishvara decide for you and me. He is deciding. This is happening now in this 27th Sarga, Leela Upakhyane Janmantara Varnanam. First of all, Leela tells her realization. Now I realize that in this Girigrama, in this Brahmana Gruha, in this Akasha only, this kingdom is there in which I was Patni and my husband Pati, who were the Brahmani who died here. And here only again my husband died and I am there. And my dead husband again, when I went in search of him, he is found to be king somewhere, never looked at me only. So I understand, oh mother, everything to be here only. Now please take me to my husband, she says. Then laughingly Saraswati Mata says, oh my dear, you had thousands of husbands in thousands of lives. Among them, three are the husbands. One fellow, the Brahmana, died and burnt. The other fellow, the dead body you see there. The third fellow is intoxicatedly as a king reveling in arrogance. Tell me, which one you want me to take you? After that, she will reveal. Still, you are in ignorance or what? You are the Brahman, you are the Atman, you are the reality, you are not the Jiva. Having heard this, now Leela, with her Yoga Shakti and blessing Mata Saraswati, realized the self. Before that, as she was Leela, before that, 800 earlier lives she remembers. Out of those 800 lives, no, 30 40 of them in the entire chapter that will be described. What a mind blowing topic, I tell you. She will tell मैं वहाँ कबूतर थी, मैं यहाँ तोता थी, मैं यहाँ मच्छर थी, मैं यहाँ महारानी थी, वहाँ गंधर्व कन्या थी, and there I was some deva kanya, and here I was a brahmani, somewhere I was a chor, somewhere I was daku. All the details will come, only to reveal to us also that, like Leela, we may not be the yogis, but we all yogis now to know, but we all that we have gone through so many lives. Right now we are as human. So what we have to learn from this episode is, in this life Leela, by her invocation of Mother Saraswati and her blessings, she has realized her essential self and once for all gone beyond all this Janma Marana Chakra. We also do the same, should do the same. That is the lesson to be learnt in the next Sarga, which has 65 mantras, 63, which we are going to study for 4-5 days. अब देखो ये वाला कौन से शास्त्र में हमने पढ़ा. We did Bhagavatam, but did we see all that in that? We did entire Valmiki Ramayana. कहाँ दिखाई दिया ये वाला ज्ञान? 9 Upanishads we have studied. Somewhere here little bit it is told, but not so elaborately. That is why the speciality uniqueness of Yoga Vaashishtha Ramayana, that's why it is such a rare commodity. There are very few are the ones who are fortunate enough to study that and very few are the ones who are blessed enough to speak on that, and very, very few are the ones lucky who listen. So we belong to that category. Realizing that blessings, if you want to continue, come here every day. Let us study together, open up our intellects for higher understandings, higher goals. Thank you. Sarvam Sri Ramaarpanam, Vasishtarpanam, Saraswati Madhu Charanarvindarpanamastu, Leela Matre Namaha, Tat Sat Brahmarpanamastu Om, Purnamada, Purnavidam, Bol Sri Ramachandra Bhagavan ki jai, Vasishta Bhagavan ki jai, Leela Mata ki jai, Saraswati Mata ki jai, Sab Santan ki jai. Dhanyavad. That's great. Now come to Vakya Vritti.